Hey, it's Nate with Big Haw Homestead. Today we've got a project. We had bought a snow plow, and you may have seen it on some of the videos. It doesn't really sit right with the UTV we have. The UTV has some mounts in the front that's actually designed for, so we got to do a couple of cuts, shrink it down to be able to put it on here correctly, because they're saying we might get a really big snow event next weekend. So in this dusting we're getting now, which they say is just a dusting, but we'll see how that pans out. We're gonna go ahead and cut it, weld it. It's in the 20s, it's cold. I just don't really have a warm spot to do this in because my garage is full of a Metropolitan. So with that, let's get going. All right, we got a flux welder from Harbor Freight. It's like 150. We went with that because for what we do around here, we're probably not going to need all the other options. And then around here is the, bump you guys everywhere, the plow. So the plan is, where you see this here, these two pieces, those both actually connect right to the UTV. But to get it to connect, I believe this is a little bit too long. So we got to cut this plate in half and then take about a 1/4 inch out. And then once we do that, we will basically here cut off about a foot or two and then re-weld that back into position. So that should make it a lot closer to the UTV, give us a lot better performance. And when I bought this, it said it was compatible, but it definitely does not fit correctly underneath at all. And when it does go under there, it grounds out all the time, which makes it useless to have on there. So we want to be able to put it on there where it's able to be done kind of year round. Well, not year round, but seasonally we can leave it on there and it's not a big deal. So, all right, let's get going. Oh, the church bells. Our neighbor. All right, so we've got this plate off. This is what's going to mount to the UTV. The idea is we're going to cut it right here on this edge, which will give us these two flanges, so we can mount it back. And then we're going to weld them back on the inside, lined up with this piece right here. And that should do the trick. We got to actually move it about a 1/2 inch. So if we take a 1/4 inch here, a 1/4 inch there, it should fall right into it. So let's get to it. We can grind the angle off. Okay, so we got the cuts, two sides cut off. There's, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little ridge here. So we're gonna grind it down, smooth both these out, get all the paint off, get it prepped for welding tomorrow. And then these, the same thing. It's rounded on the edge, so we gotta get that flatter so we can get a good connection. The idea we're doing here is we're gonna put them back on top like this, and then weld them to the top of the plate with the right spacing. So let's get to it. Alright, we went ahead and took it down the metal. It's nice and smooth now, so we can definitely get a good weld. Same with this side. Nice and shiny, ready for the weld. And now to the next step, we're going to go ahead and take those two pieces that we had and get a good flat piece on it so that we can hit that piece there and then make it go from that curve to at least get something flatter so that we can get a good connection there. So let's get it on. Alright, got it in the vise there. We're going to go ahead and grind some down, get a flat surface. And here we go. Alright, everything is cut, everything is polished. We are shiny and ready to go metal to metal. So we can go in here like this, and then on the other side, and weld it, and hopefully have it working tomorrow because we're supposed to get a ton of snow tonight. So, but looking good. So one side on, we gotta do another. So now we've got it re-welded here. Not too shabby of a little weld there. So looks like we're going to be for the next step. All right, now we're back to this. We've dropped the length by about a foot, so that should be a lot better as well. We're re-hooking it up. We're gonna have to drill 4 new holes to get it to go ahead and line up. But it will mount now correctly, as it was supposed to originally, to the UTV. It'll be a lot better. Maybe next week we'll get enough snow to use it though. Alright, holes to drill down. The little UV blaster to help the little drill out. So it doesn't cut. Everything's passing down. Well, we got it all on. Back together. Shorter like we wanted, and now it will mount to the actual mounts that are on the Cub Cadet UTV. All right, let me get you off the stand there. Whoop. Got the pins going on, and so before it was sitting down under here, and we had a lot less clearance. I mean, technically, we could probably move these to the top if we had to and just get more clearance, but then that would affect probably because it would hit this and it wouldn't go up as high. So move it up. Yeah, let's see. Voila. Back on. That looks like a lot better clearance now, doesn't it? I don't think we're gonna hit rocks anymore going up the roads. I like it. All right, with that, we went ahead and got this fixed up. Now we don't have to worry about it hitting the rocks anymore when we go and drive around. I can leave this on probably for the whole winter versus where before it was really getting in the way. We couldn't really check on the upper parts of the property without, in my opinion, doing potential damage to the actual UTV. So all in all, we cut off the width of the original pad so it'll fit the actual mounts that are built into the UTV, and we cut about a foot or so off of the total length of what it was before too, so it's closer to the UTV. Before it was really just too far away, it was too low, and one of my other videos I'll link to it here. You can hear it hitting the rocks that was coming down the cemetery road. So with that, like, subscribe, share. We appreciate you. Have a good one.